basically this whole thing's gonna be sticking out of here because it's about 1 inch, because we've got 1/2 inch backer board, and by the time you get your thin set on there, you're between, you know, 7/16 to 1/2 inch. So basically 1 inch is where we'll be. Yeah, it's more like 1 inch there. Because you can always, like, you know, if you had to, like, shim this out or let the screws out so it comes out a little bit further. But once you're too far in, there's really not much you can do. So you can see how that meets up nice and flush with the towel, just a little bit recessed, which is actually what you want. So that worked pretty well, just being 1 inch outside of that framing. All right, so we'll take this thing off of here. We'll use this to trace the valve. And, all right, so we're gonna get some elbows on here first. So the way that this works is that if you had 3 diverters or 3 different functions, you can, you know, make this your shower head, make this your handheld, make this a body spray or whatever. But since we are only having 2 functions, we have to cap this side. So the one with the tape on gets capped, and then obviously cold on right, hot on left. Pretty dang simple. So I'm gonna bring this straight out over to here, and then I'm gonna get some elbows to bring down to connect. When you pinch these, which is great about PEX, is like you can move it around still, but you want to make sure that you have a little bit of reveal of the PEX on either side. You want that crimp, the crimp completely onto it. So leave like a 1/16 inch on it. And let's do the same thing for the left. Why didn't you say something?
I didn't. What did you do?
This is the
Wrong sides?
well, no, this is the handheld. I don't know why I brought it over there. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, simple enough. Just.
I say it's an easy fix.
It really is an easy fix. Not. I mean, PEX has been absolutely amazing, and how much time it saves. Inch. See our reference point. Okay. Don't stress out about this port too much either, because you can get these extensions to extend this out if you need to. So most of these all come in 1/2 inch increments. So like this one's here is like a 2 inch. And really what you're trying to look for is, you know, about 1/2 inch behind the actual towel layer, or outside of the towel layer, I should say. Not much, got a little bit of threads, but 1/4 inch. So that's a little bit low, but this is the reason I really like using these. Because you can see this would actually go into the wall if you needed it to. So this really gives you a lot of variance. Honestly, you know, if you're just getting chrome or brushed nickel, I mean, this will pretty much match everything that you buy from the big name brands. So I think this is a great way to go. So you can see that's great. It goes all the way into the wall. Much more flexibility with a hand port like that. Eventually we need to get a piece of, yeah, same thing as what this was at. 2 inches behind. So if you have this at the same width as this, that works out pretty good. So okay, then the shower head, I think this is a little low. Yeah, 76, that's definitely too low. I'm gonna make it 82. I'm gonna bring it up. We'll make it 81. Doesn't have to be that high. This guy is gonna be the one that gets capped. I just like to make these little homemade caps because they're made of copper and you can always get them out. Those plastic ones, I think, are absolute junk. They just kind of break. If they break inside of there, they're real painful to get out. So I would just advise just making a couple stub outs like this, because the copper will always be able to twist out of here. But you want to test everything, obviously, before you go closing up the wall. But it's a nice valve. I really like it. I think Moen did a great job on that one. And just having that diverter separately move things is definitely going to be pretty nice.
Turn the water on.
Okay. Just make sure the water's on. Make sure there's no leaks. All good. All right, and then we'll go ahead and flood test this too.